Good morning students and welcome to the E-class of St.Xaviers High School. So students, we have studied the chapter Alice in the Wonderland. What was the chapter all about? It was about Alice who was curious to know about the rabbit she saw while listening to a story. She was very curious. She followed the rabbit. She saw strange things about the rabbit, a white rabbit having pink eyes, wearing a coat, having watch in the waistcoat. She followed and popped into the rabbit hole and followed him. And even she saw a beautiful and loveliest garden she had ever seen. So this was all about the chapter, how she reached the Wonderland. So let's see the question and answers of this chapter. So the first question is, describe the rabbit that Alice saw. Alice saw a white rabbit. He had a pink eyes and was wearing a blue coat. Second question, what did the rabbit do as he hurried away? The rabbit took out a big watch from his waistcoat pocket and he hurried away. He said, "Oh dear, I will be too late." I hope you are clear with the question, students. We have seen in the chapter that the rabbit was wearing a waistcoat, and in the waistcoat there was a big watch. While looking at the watch, he hurried and said, "Oh dear, I will be too late." Third question, what was the rabbit? What was different about the rabbit that Alice saw? Yes, it was different. The rabbit that Alice saw was different as it could talk and also wore a red waistcoat and carried a watch. Yes, it was a different thing. Why did Alice do? What did Alice do and why? Alice followed the rabbit as she was curious to see a talking rabbit wearing a waistcoat. So I hope you are clear with the question. Next question, where did the rabbit go? The rabbit entered a deep rabbit hole. We have seen that he entered the deep rabbit hole and Alice followed her and she also popped down in the hole. So now the next question, how did Alice reach Wonderland? This is the question where she reached Wonderland. How did she reach? Alice jumped into the rabbit hole, following the rabbit and reached the Wonderland. Now the seventh question, what strange things did Alice see? Alice, while going to the Wonderland, before going to Wonderland, she first of all saw a talking rabbit wearing a blue coat, and even she saw that he was carrying a watch in his waistcoat. While entering the Wonderland, she also saw a small door, a glass table with golden keys, and a garden with flowers and fountains. So let's read the answer. Alice saw a talking white rabbit wearing a blue coat, a small door, a glass table with golden keys, and a garden with flowers and fountains. Next one, what did Alice see when she opened the door? Alice opened the door and looked into the loveliest garden she had ever seen, with bright flowers and cool fountains. Yes, she saw the loveliest garden she had ever seen. Describe in your own words the garden that Alice saw. Alice saw the loveliest garden with beds of bright flowers and cool fountains. Could Alice go into the garden? No, we have seen. And what is the reason? So, why? No, Alice could not go inside the garden because the door was too small for her to grow through. Because even her head cannot go through the window. The door was so small. What did Alice wish? Why? Alice wished to become smaller so that she could enter the garden. Now students, the next question is write the correct option A, B, C, D. Alice saw dash, a scramble by, a white rabbit scramble by. Scramble by means to run in hurry. The rabbit had dash eyes, pink eyes. The rabbit was wearing a dash coat, blue coat. The rabbit had a dash in his waistcoat, watch in his waistcoat. The rabbit jumped into a rabbit hole. Alice landed on a pile of dry leaves. Alice saw a small door. There was a golden keys on the golden table. When Alice opened the door, she saw a dash. She saw a lovely garden. Alice saw dash fountains in the garden, cool fountains in the garden. Alice wished she could become smaller. So I hope you are clear. Now, who said these words? We have to write down who said these. Oh dear, I will be too late. This was said by Rabbit. Where am I? Alice said this. Will I slip through the earth on the other side? These lines are also said by Alice. Oh, my ears and whiskers. Rabbit. This was said by Rabbit. How I wish I could become smaller. This was also said by Alice. Now the last question is write the meanings of the words. First one, scamper by, that is to move in hurry. Wondered means wish to know something. Disappeared means vanished. Followed means go behind somebody. Pop down to go somewhere without any notice. Pile to put things one on the top of the other. And delight means great pressure. So students, I hope you are clear with all the activities, question and answers, and even choose the correct option and write the meanings and who said these words. So students, do write in your workbook and complete it. Thank you and have a nice day.